All right, so today we're gonna be laying out a branch test. I came to my buddy's house. He's gonna be taking a test. We're gonna be going over how to lay it out. You know, when you can't use the template. Now, disregard the roosters. They're gonna be making noise. He's got some here, just like me at my house. And let's get into it. So the first thing you gotta do is get your wraparound. There's a few things you're gonna need. You're gonna need your pipe fitters blue book, a soapstone, and you're gonna need a wrapper. Okay, so we're gonna be using this section. This section is gonna be what's gonna be mounted on you. Usually you get a foot, right? We're just gonna mark it right here. Usually they'll give you about a foot, but we're gonna go ahead and just use 5 inches so we can have more pipe to practice, right? Okay. All right, so the first thing you do is you mark your first line right here. This is the pipe we're going to use. This is what's going to be the fish mouth mounted onto here. It's very important for you to remember that that's the piece. This is the front side. We're kind of going backwards. We're not going to use this side. So after you do that, the total length of your fish mouth right here, if you look on page 29, it is 4 inches and a quarter. 4 inches and a quarter. So you have to mark those 2 lines. You got your first line, you're gonna mark back 4 inches and a quarter. Alright, so now you have your 2 lines. This is where you're gonna be marking your fish mouth. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some receipt tape. So the next thing you do is you get some receipt tape and you're gonna bend your receipt tape. You know, I think it's 4 sides. You're trying to divide it into 16 sections, right? So my buddy already had it done. Once you have it all folded, you fold it 4 times, right? You're gonna go around the pipe, cut it exact length, and then fold it 4 times. And then you get a knife and you cut the edges. That's gonna leave you these edges on the side. Now all you're gonna do now is you're gonna put it right here, right on the edge of the pipe. Wherever you want to do it, you can do it on the side right here. Now you get these edges right here, and you're gonna mark them on both sides to mark your lines. Okay, so once you got your 2 lines right now, all you're gonna do is get a straight edge and mark the lines. That's gonna divide your pipe in 16 sections. Marked up, you got a number. The top one's gonna be 0. 0. This is gonna be 1. This is gonna be 2. This is gonna be 3. The next one's gonna be 4. That's your midsection right there. Once you get to the midsection, it's gonna go back to 3, 2, 1, and then the bottom one is going to be 0. Same on this side. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 2, 1, 0 back on top. This is very important. So if you're gonna be using this section, right, this is what's gonna be going on here. You need to measure. You need to take your measurements from this bottom line up. Don't make the mistake of doing it backwards. Let's say we were gonna use this right here, and we were gonna put it here, and this was your rear line. You wouldn't get the measurements from the top side here. If you do that, it's gonna be backwards and it's not going to fit. You would measure it from here going this way. So in this case, we're gonna measure up our 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 0. Number 1 is 7/16. Number 2 is 1 5/8. Number 3 is 3 1/4. And number 4 is 4 1/4. Now you don't have to worry about that one because that's the rear line. So we got our lines marked from here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You don't have to mark it because that's the back end right there, right? 4 number 1s, 4 number 2s, 4 number 3s. And all you do is just, you know, follow the pipe fitters blue book and you're gonna mark it. If you use a face shield, it's a lot easier. Go. All right, so there we go. All right, so we went from 0, 2, all the way to 2 on both sides. The 2 2s and the 2 1s on the 0 on the halfway point. Now you're gonna come around and do the same thing as much as you can. You're gonna go to 4 and do the same thing. how you lay it out. Remember I said you mark from you get your measurements this way. If this is going to be your fish mouth, it's going to be going on the pipe. This is what you're going to do. If this was going to be your front, we would get our measurements from here this way. Very important. Instead of dealing with all this crap right here that we have, right, folding it and everything, this is something that I'm working on. Check this out. Right, this is going to be my wraparound. And my wraparound already has all of your holes. All you would do, right, is you would put it on if you wanted to mark it, it even comes with the slots right here cut out, right? Check this out. All you would do, you would put it on your line. This is already cut to the distance of 4 1/4. That is the maximum length of your fish mouth, right? This already has it. So if this is your top right here, you can just put it on here. This will be your bottom line. Now we're gonna go over here, right? And I'm gonna put it on 0 along my line. And these holes right here, these are already pre-measured. So all you would do is you would mark here, mark here, mark here, and you'd be ready to go. All the way around. You got holes all the way around. So let's say we wanted to do another one right here. All you would have to do, let's say we're gonna do one right here. All you would have to do is literally square it up, match your lines, and mark your line there, there, there. Or you can even mark the numbers if you wanted to. You can even mark the lines if you wanted to, whatever you wanted to do. But you can just put the lines right here and just connect them. Always remember that this is the bottom side, so this is gonna go up and go back down. But with this right here, all you would do is just, you know, wrap it around, square it up. You can mark your lines if you wanted to, or you could just literally put your little dots right here, connect them, and you're done. And this is also a wraparound that you can use to mark your pipe, and it doesn't tear. So you just have to buy it one time, and you ain't got to buy it anymore. I know that other wraparounds are paper. You can get this wet, and you can reuse it. But yeah.